Fasting mimicking diets, FMDs, have attracted significant attention in longevity science for their ability to activate autophagy without requiring complete food abstinence. Designed to simulate the metabolic effects of fasting while still providing minimal nourishment, these diets typically restrict calories, protein, and carbohydrates over several days, enough to reduce insulin, IGF-1, and mTOR signaling, all of which suppress autophagy. In doing so, FMDs stimulate cellular recycling processes, enhance stress resistance, and may promote regeneration in various tissues. But as interest grows in more sustainable, less restrictive anti-aging strategies, a natural question arises. Can we achieve similar autophagy-inducing benefits not through caloric deprivation, but by fine-tuning the intake of key vitamins and minerals? In other words, is it possible that a micronutrient-optimized diet could trigger or support autophagy as effectively as a fasting-mimicking approach? At first glance, fasting and micronutrient optimization appear to sit at opposite ends of the nutritional spectrum. Fasting relies on nutrient withdrawal to provoke a survival response. Micronutrient-tuned diets depend on nutrient abundance, particularly in precise forms and ratios, to support the body's maintenance systems. Yet both approaches target overlapping pathways. Fasting activates autophagy by lowering insulin and glucose, suppressing mTOR, and increasing AMPK and sirtuin activity. These are powerful, upstream metabolic switches that tell the body to shift from growth to repair. But these switches don't work in isolation. They depend on downstream cellular processes that require specific nutrients to operate efficiently. That's where micronutrients enter the picture, offering a supportive scaffolding that can amplify, stabilize, or even initiate similar pathways under different conditions. Vitamin B3, particularly in the form of niacin or NAD+ precursors like nicotinamide riboside, NR, or NMN, is a prime example of a micronutrient capable of mimicking some fasting benefits. These compounds raise cellular NAD+ levels, activating sirtuins and AMPK, key components in the autophagic response. Similarly, vitamin D has been shown to modulate mTOR activity, indirectly supporting autophagy and reducing chronic inflammation. Vitamin K2, magnesium, and zinc all contribute to mitochondrial efficiency and redox balance, allowing cells to better manage the stress of metabolic shifts. Antioxidants like vitamin C and selenium reduce oxidative damage during autophagic breakdown, improving the quality and safety of the cellular cleanup process. In short, micronutrients don't necessarily trigger autophagy in the same direct way fasting does, but they create an optimal internal environment in which autophagy can proceed more effectively, and in some cases, at a lower threshold of stress. In this light, the comparison isn't about which approach is better, but rather which is more targeted, sustainable, and adaptable. FMDs provide a short, intense push into autophagy, often producing rapid improvements in metabolic markers and cellular resilience. They're especially effective when used cyclically, once a month or every few months, providing the body with a hormetic stress that stimulates repair and regeneration. However, they also come with potential downsides: temporary fatigue, muscle loss, micronutrient depletion, and challenges with adherence. For certain individuals, especially the elderly, those with low body mass, or people with demanding lifestyles, fasting, even in modified form, can pose physiological and psychological stress. Micronutrient-tuned diets, by contrast, don't rely on deprivation but on precision nourishment. They support the execution of autophagy rather than its initiation. This approach may not deliver the same acute activation as fasting, but it ensures that when autophagy is triggered, whether by meal timing, exercise, or mild carbohydrate restriction, it can proceed with full biochemical support. This not only enhances the quality of autophagy, but may help prevent the rebound effects often seen after prolonged restriction, such as inflammation or oxidative stress. Moreover, these diets can be practiced daily, offering a more stable and cumulative benefit over time, without the disruption that fasting cycles can sometimes introduce. There is also growing interest in combining the two strategies. A fasting-mimicking diet that is also micronutrient-optimized may represent the ideal hybrid, triggering autophagy through macronutrient restriction while supporting mitochondrial health and antioxidant defense with targeted vitamin and mineral intake. In this way, micronutrients enhance the safety, effectiveness, and sustainability of autophagy-inducing protocols. Rather than choosing one approach over the other, integration becomes the most promising path, using fasting or FMDs periodically to initiate cellular cleanup, while maintaining micronutrient sufficiency daily to support continuous metabolic resilience and minimize aging-related damage. In conclusion, fasting-mimicking diets are likely more potent at acutely triggering autophagy due to their impact on insulin, mTOR, and energy-sensing pathways. However, micronutrient-tuned diets offer the crucial scaffolding that allows autophagy to unfold efficiently, safely, and with longer-term consistency. While they may not independently induce deep autophagy in the absence of metabolic stress, they significantly enhance its function and sustainability. The optimal anti-aging strategy may not lie in choosing between fasting or micronutrients, but in learning to harmonize both, leveraging the rhythmic power of nutrient scarcity alongside the continuous support of precise, targeted nourishment.